Welcome to Myriad Movie Nights. I'm glad you're here. Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and a great start to the new year. In 1932, the movie White Zombie came out, kicking off a boom of zombie movies in the 30s and 40s. Unfortunately, at this point, zombie movies tended to be racist depictions drawn from Haitian and voodoo traditions, with the dead being magically raised to function as servants. Then in 1968, we get one of the biggest zombie movies of all time, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. This brings us into a more modern understanding of zombies and kicks off the next wave of zombie movies in the 70s. In the West, the popularity of zombie movies starts to decline again in the 80s and 90s, but in the late 90s, we start to get popular zombie video games like Resident Evil. And these in turn kick off a new wave of zombie movies in the 2000s, including 2002's 28 Days Later. And here we see a lot of the zombie tropes we're now most familiar with. We get fast zombies instead of slow zombies. Perhaps most shockingly, zombies themselves get redefined. Instead of being corpses raised from the dead, they are now the result of a virus that takes over their minds. In 28 Days Later, it's called the Rage virus. We watched 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later last year to prepare for the sequel that was finally coming out, 28 Years Later. Well, we're already getting another sequel coming out next week, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. And as you can probably tell from the title, it's the first time we're getting a direct sequel with a lot of the same cast of characters returning. So with 28 Years Later now on streaming, I think it's the perfect time to watch it, discuss it, and get ready for the next one. When we watched 28 Days Later last year, I was blown away. Transparently, I'm not a huge zombie movie guy, but there were a number of things in this one that just worked for me. Then we watched 28 Weeks Later, and I was again blown away, but this time with disappointment. It seemed like it had taken all the wrong lessons from the first movie and lost everything that made it special. There were 5 years between the releases of the first two movies, but it took a lot longer for the third installment to come out. They actually started development on 28 Months Later, around the same time as the release of Weeks, but between development hell and rights issues, it took 18 years to actually get its release. In fact, it took long enough that they decided it made sense to change it from 28 Months Later to 28 Years Later. Of course, the question became, will this one recapture the magic of the first movie, or will it fall flat like the second? I did watch it when it first came out, but I will reserve sharing my thoughts until after we watch it this week. A few quick credits and facts. Like the first movie, it was directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland. It stars Alfie Williams, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer, and Ralph Fiennes. Unsurprisingly, set 28 years after the initial outbreak, the movie follows a family living in an island village off the coast of mainland UK. The infection has been successfully contained to the UK due to quarantine, so those remaining have had to figure out how to survive and how to build a new kind of life. 28 Years Later is available to stream on Netflix, or as always, you can check it out for free from your local library. Let's watch 28 Years Later. See you Monday.